Isabelle is everyone's favorite secretary in the best-selling game Animal Crossing New Horizons. Animal Crossing New Horizons recently became the best-selling game of all time for Nintendo's newest console, Nintendo Switch. And you can bet that a part of its success is due to Isabelle, who has become one of the most popular characters from the franchise of Animal Crossing games. Even more popular potentially than Tom Nook himself, who has been one of the main characters in the games since the beginning, and has been around for much longer than Isabelle herself. So, how did Isabelle capture everyone's hearts? What makes her so popular? Today we'll aim to find out as we learn more about her by counting down the top 10 Animal Crossing Isabelle facts. Welcome back my fellow gamers, this is Top 10 Gaming and I'm your host Amanda McKnight. Today we're going to be talking about all things adorably Isabelle. If you are already a fan or are just wondering what all the hype is about when it comes to this little doggo who plays the role of the mayor's secretary in ACNH, get ready to learn even more about Isabelle and Animal Crossing as we dive deep. And be sure to stick around to the end of this list where I will have some bonus content coming your way. Alright, let's get counting. Number 10. First appearance. Isabelle first appeared in Animal Crossing New Leaf in 2012, which was the fourth game to come out belonging to the main series. In New Leaf, Isabelle appears as the town mayor's secretary and assistant, when you, as the player, end up taking on the role of mayor. In the newest game in the main series of Animal Crossing New Horizons, she'll appear once you build a more permanent structure for the resident services, upgrading it from a tent to more resemble the structure known as the town hall in most other games. Isabelle comes on initially working for Nook Inc. to help Tom Nook handle more of the community or resident services side of things, while he himself exclusively wears the construction hat, handling projects for bridge building, creating hills and inclines, and of course home construction and upgrades. Number 9. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Isabelle is now a playable, unlockable character in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and I gotta say she is quite fun to play. She might be quickly becoming actually one of my favorite characters, although I don't consider myself an Isabelle main yet. Isabelle isn't the easiest character to pick up though. Some of her attacks are really strong, but she definitely has some vulnerabilities that you'll want to watch out for. Like the villager character in Smash Bros, you have lots of fun items to play with that are related to Animal Crossing, such as a net and an umbrella. Isabelle's up tilt also sees her fight with a broom, and her down tilt shows her pulling up weeds. Even when beating up opponents in Smash, it seems like Isabelle is still working hard at her job as the mayor's assistant, in addition to cleaning up the mess that is whoever she's up against in battle. Number 8. Animal Crossing Twitter account. Isabelle has been in charge of the Animal Crossing's Twitter account for some time, but near the release of New Horizons, Tom Nook took over. While many Animal Crossing fans love Tom Nook, people were sad to see Isabelle's friendly pupper face go. Fortunately, she recently took back control of the Twitter account for AC starting on June 30th, with Tom Nook passing back control to her. Yay! So updates and info for all things Animal Crossing on Twitter now come directly from Isabelle. Number 7. Trivia Fan. One of the most adorable things about Animal Crossing is that all the characters come with their own unique personality and lots of weird and interesting quirks and interests. For Isabelle, one such interest you might hear her mention during one of her morning announcements is her love of trivia shows. Turns out she is a big fan of watching trivia game shows on television, and will sometimes casually ask if you've also managed to catch them yourself. I wonder what Isabelle's favorite category of trivia is. Number 6. Puts the bells in Isabelle. Isabelle's head is said to be shaped like a big bag of bells, the currency in Animal Crossing, which is apparently where her creators took inspiration for her English name, Isabelle. In Japan, her name is Shizue, a reference to the type of dog she is, a golden, adorable Shih Tzu. Another reference to her English name can be seen in the appearance of her hair, which she keeps up in a hair tie with little jingling bells on it. Get it? Cause Isabelle? Number 5. Zoom user? Apparently Isabelle uses Zoom too, or whatever the Animal Crossing equivalent is, and has also been practicing social distancing. During one of her morning announcements in New Horizons, Isabelle's parents are confirmed to exist somewhere in the wide world of Animal Crossing when Isabelle shares personal news that she did a video chat with her family back home, and that her mom and dad are both doing great. Question remains, will we get to meet Isabelle's likely proud parents sometime in the future? And if so, when will they be coming to visit our islands? Number 4. Digby. Speaking of relatives of Isabelle, Isabelle doesn't just have parents, she also has at least one sibling that we've met in the games, her twin brother Digby. Digby is a light brown Shih Tzu with cream markings on his fur. He has appeared in New Leaf and the spin-off Animal Crossing game Happy Home Designer and mobile game Animal Crossing Pocket Camp. Digby is usually affiliated with the Happy Home Academy. In New Leaf, he is in charge of the Happy Home Showcase and is the one who mans the entrance and can permit the player entry. And in Pocket Camp, he works for the the Happy Home Academy as a happy homeroom judge. Number 3. Nearsighted. That's right, Isabelle is nearsighted, just like me actually. I'm also nearsighted. What a coincidence. While at work, Isabelle usually wears contacts, so you'd never guess, but when relaxing at home, she actually prefers to wear glasses, sort of giving away that she probably has some trouble seeing. If you've helped to design a home for her in Animal Crossing Happy Home Designers, you've likely seen her wear her glasses while at home before, but otherwise Isabelle is usually seen while at work, so she's normally got her contacts in, and as such is more rarely seen sporting spectacles in the games. Number 2. Her drink. You may notice that Isabelle often has a drink on her desk when making the morning announcements. Now some have theorized it's juice, or iced tea, or even alcohol. But while most fans of the games in North America like to joke that it must be whiskey, those in Japan are probably laughing at the idea. It's more than likely that what Isabelle is actually drinking is known as barley tea. Barley tea is a popular drink both in Japan and a staple across other different regions of East Asia. In the summer, it's typically served with ice, which is exactly how we've seen Isabelle enjoy it. And it is known for being a popular Japanese summertime drink. But in some places, barley tea is even preferred above drinking water, and it can also be served hot. Number 1. Big crush. According to the description of one NPC's amiibo, Isabelle apparently has a huge crush on one of the other well-known and well-loved characters in Animal Crossing. Can you guess who? None other than KK Slider. In the description for KK Slider's amiibo on Amazon UK, the mayor's secretary Isabelle apparently has a big crush on KK. Who could blame her? Honestly, KK Slider and Isabelle are a couple of the cutest and coolest NPCs in AC around. I'd ship them. Would you? Thanks so much for watching. What are some of your favorite things about Isabelle? Who is your favorite NPC in Animal Crossing, or your favorite neighbor? Is New Horizons your favorite Animal Crossing title so far, or do you actually prefer a different Animal Crossing title? Let us know in the comments below. And speaking of comments, it's time to turn to some comments from one of our latest videos, Top 10 Scary Fortnite Creative Codes. Brush War comments, thanks for the codes. Me and my friend tried one, and we want to just run, like a demon was coming for us. Oh my, well I hope you enjoyed running from that demon, and that you didn't die. Thanks for watching, and thanks for playing and giving some of those codes a try. Hypersonic Speed writes, oh wow, these are scary. Also, can I get a shout out? Also, first, I know you don't care, but just needed to point that out. Yes, you can totally get a shout out, Hypersonic Speed. Thank you so much for watching, and y'all can call out first if you want in the comments. It doesn't bother me, I will say. First, second, third, fourth, 102nd, shout it all out. Let's see how high we can count in those comments. And that's all the time we have for comments today. Be sure to comment below for a chance to have your thoughts and feels shouted out in a future video. This has been Top 10 Gaming, and I'm your host Amanda McKnight, reminding you to keep on gaming on. Pew pew!